I don't know if I should say this, but I can't lie, like, I love the brand.
One word would be colourful. I'm really into colours like red, yellow, just anything vibrant. So I would say colourful is one word I would use to describe it.
I would say me, that my style is very me.
I would say introspective. I feel like as I've gotten older and where I'm in my life, it definitely dictates my fashion taste.
I love shopping secondhand, so my go-to spots would be like Brick Lane, Liverpool Street Market, Camden. I do like to go to my local charity stores as well.
I'm an online shopping doll, so I love eBay, Vestiaire Collective, Depop and Vinted. Those are my go-to places. I don't really like shopping in person, I don't know, because I feel like online you get really unique pieces and they're pieces that speak more to me because I feel like kind of like the generic shops. I don't know, it just gives like a generic, like everyone has it, but I feel like when you do online shopping, like it's likely that you're going to be the only person to wear that piece. And I really love that.
Most of my clothes is mainly secondhand. So like Vinted is one place I go to. Charity shops are really, really, really good. And then I think one big place that I would go to is car boots. I always go to a car boot on a Sunday just to see what they have, what selections they have.
Too often. But it's not as bad as you think because I would say that I do have a refined style. So it's not like I'm just buying clothes and not wearing them at all. So yeah, when I see something I like, I definitely buy it just because I like to create a wardrobe. But I'm still conscious when I'm doing that.
As of recently, not that much, but like a couple months ago, I'd say like I would shop like maybe twice or three times in a month. If I see something I really want to buy, I'll buy it. But I'm trying to be very like conscious of what I'm getting and being selective with what pieces I have in my closet.
Okay, I'm going to break the 4-4 here. So define shopping. Because every single morning on my way to work, my commute is long as heck, like 1 hour 30, 1 hour 40, because I need to do my Depop scroll if I'm going to scratch someone's eyes out. So technically, I shop every day. I call that browsing. I don't really call that shopping. But shopping, like actually buying pieces, I would say maybe a couple times a month, darling. Yes. But it's mainly secondhand, so.
When I shop, I have this rule where if I can't style an item at least 3 ways with what I already have in my wardrobe, then I can't buy the item. But if I really want it, then I leave it until the end of the month because at least that way I've had time to think about it and budget if it is something a bit more pricey.
I have to gag over the piece. If I don't gag over the piece, I'm not gonna get it. Because it's like I work too damn hard for my money to be spent on crank and fashions, you know? So I say I have to gag over the piece. I have to wait a hot minute before I buy it. And let's say I see a piece like on Zara or Weekday, I'll go onto Vinted or Depop to see if I can get it for like secondhand or cheaper. So those are my rules for like online shopping.
Be very specific because most of the time when it comes to like secondhand shopping online, it's mums selling their stuff. So they're not going to be selling it as like Y2K. If you're looking for a slingback top, put it as a slingback top. Don't put it as a Y2K vintage slingback top because that's not what they're thinking.
What you have to do is know the keywords to use, like leather, knee-high boots, or just something like that, or like know the brands, you know? Don't just type in the generic words, but that just comes with time and, you know, doing your daily Depop scroll every morning, darling. So I'll say, yeah. And this sounds a little bit like iffy, but it's just like scrolling every day or like scrolling once in a while, like an algorithm picks up what you like and like kind of tailors, you know, like what you see, like your feed to like, you know, things that you always search for. So that's like another tip as well.
Be open-minded. You don't really have mannequins in thrift stores to show you how something can look like on your body. So just be open-minded about the fact that how something looks on a hanger is not how it's going to look on you. And also you have the power of styling. So you can really elevate an item to kind of transform it into something else as well.
Yeah, I feel like because I'm plus size, it's quite hard to find specific things. So like for some people, they'll be finding this, that, and it's just like for me, I'm gonna have to rummage. Like I have to do extra looking and extra searching for like items that I want. At the beginning, it was really hard, but I feel like now because my fashion sense has kind of like evolved, it's easier for me to find stuff because I know exactly what I'm looking for, I know exactly what I have to type for, and exactly who's selling it and stuff like that. So I'd say like generally being plus size and being like a size 16 is one of my biggest struggles.
I'll say going to the tailors all the time or going to the cobblers. Because tell me I was in Ghana, yeah? I'm like feeling something dragging on my foot. I look down, it's the sole of my shoe, darling. Always going to the cobbler to like repair your shoes, I'm tailoring things that I'm short, so I have to tailor my trousers all the time. If not, it's gonna be dragging on the floor and giving smurf. That's not fab. If you want your clothes to fit in a certain way, I say go to the tailors anyway. So like, it's not really an issue, but it's the extra cost. So if you do get secondhand items, it's like, okay, I'm actually saving money because you have to go to the tailors or you have to go to the cobblers. And then sometimes like, one thing these apps do, they're like, oh, like 5 other people put offer in, or like 5 other people put the item in the basket. So it kind of creates that pressure to like just instantly buy something. So that aspect of like waiting a while to, you know, that kind of delayed gratification aspect of shopping has just like absolutely dissipated. So it does create that pressure.
Sizing. It's not a normal store where you have like stock of the same item. But I will say it is a cool way to, I guess, learn different brands and designers. Something I do if I see a top or a silhouette, should I say, that I really like and I don't have it in my size, I take a picture and then I go online and do some research, and then through that method, I've actually discovered a lot of different brands and designers.
Gina Carreri, she makes like tops into skirts, and as well she's very like size inclusive. Tits for tats, I like how they're reworking stuff and making it into something new, because it also kind of solves the solution of like sustainability and stuff like that.
I don't know if I should say this, but Mo Layla, I can't lie, like, I love the brand. I love the like creative direction. She's like really, you know, taking her brands right now. Like I went on her website sometime last week. I'm like, damn, like I would spend a big fat check. She doesn't play it safe. You know, like the people that she surrounds herself with, you know, what she's brought out in some of her collections, it doesn't resonate with my values and who I am. So that's why it's kind of like, ooh, like, do I like it? But then I do love gorgeous things, like Andre Leon Talley said. So it's kind of just like, ooh, you know. Tag is really good. I love their things. Like, I don't have a piece because I don't want to pay like the whole GE fees or whatever, but it's just like, I love the creative direction, and it's just like good elevated basics, you know.
Parallel Studios, all of their accessories are a statement piece in and of themselves, which is really cool. I love a statement piece, a bit of movement, some tassels in there.